Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Live Tarot. I'm Dr. V. Today we're going to be doing a general reading for all signs, all twin flames and soulmates, and anybody who is here just to check in on the energy of the person that you love. If you are new to this channel, I want to give you a big warm welcome. If you would like to know more and go deeper on what is going on in that special connection that you have with your masculine or feminine, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my readings. Now, today I'm going to be using, as usual, a multitude of decks, as well as these decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey. So if you'd like to have more information on how to order these oracle decks or have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below. So without further ado, let's get right into your reading. So let's start with seeing what is going on in the current energy of your love. Remember, this is a timeless love reading, so make sure that you take the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. So Spirit, can you please tell us, what is the current energy right now of your beloved? The person that you're watching this video for, where are they in their life's journey right now? Whoa. Spirit's coming out big already. Wow. Oh boy. Where is your love on their current journey right now? Right, so I'm going to put these up so you can see them better. We have the Tower, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so your person has definitely been going through some heavier energies with this Tower. Okay, something has definitely happened recently, either between the two of you, that has been extremely hurtful to both of you. I feel that there are definite disappointments that have happened, some sort of a light bulb moment that your love has gone through. And I do feel that there is a mirroring energy here. So I feel that this is something that has gone on for both of you. But this doesn't mean that this is a bad thing. Sometimes the Tower comes to us because we have been too resistant in wanting to push away from sometimes truths that we need to see. Sometimes we have not been able to open our eyes up to certain things in our life that need to be changed. And sometimes I feel also this, I don't know why I'm getting the word fester. So I feel like there has definitely been something going on in your love's life, their energy. And I'm also feeling that it has a lot to do with their practical life as well, because we're also getting a lot of Pentacles energy here. So with their career, with their family, with their home, with their finances, there has been a lot of resistance. There's been a lot of truth that you and your love in certain ways have not been able to come to terms with. But this is a good thing. When the Tower comes, it's like the universe, your guides, source energy telling you that it's time to open up your eyes. You know, there are certain truths, certain things that you do need to see, because even though in the short term they may be painful truths, in the long term they will bring you much more happiness and peace once you realize what those things are, and that way you can fix them and maybe even fix them together. Because oftentimes what happens is that we're so afraid of that short-term pain, right? The pain that may come from having a conversation with our person that we've been avoiding having, right? Some of us are in that position. I'm feeling very much for some of you that you know that there is a particular conversation here that has to happen. in order for this connection to move forward, and that conversation has not been happening. Many of you have been feeling like you are not ready, like you want to keep yourself almost in the dark. Your love especially, it's almost like they've wanted to keep their head buried under the ground because they're too afraid to have this conversation. And I'm feeling that these are not just conversations that they may need to have with you, but it's also conversations that your love also needs to have with other people in their life. Like there's definitely, with this Five of Pentacles energy, there's definitely some sort of rejection and disappointment that your person has been going through. Partly, I think, because of your connection or whatever is going on there, but also from other people. I feel like they're also, for some of you, not for all of you, I feel like your person is also dealing with some sort of familial or parental rejection that they have carried throughout their lives. It could be that they feel that their mother or father or somebody important and close to them have abandoned them or rejected them in some way, or have not lived up to what they were supposed to do for your love. And this is something that they've been carrying in their hearts as a heavy energy for a very long time. And now it's, again, with this Tower's energy, it's coming to a head. It's coming to a point where it's like, if they don't deal with these issues, if they don't deal with these emotions, they are not going to be able to move forward. And what that's going to do is it's going to spill over into all of their emotional energy, all of the emotions of their life, especially when it comes to you. Because see, the two of you have definitely been trying to build something solid with the Seven of Pentacles energy. You guys have really put in a lot of effort here to build a solid foundation, a solid connection here that is going somewhere. And neither of you are in that energy where you are wanting this foundation that you've built to tumble, right? Because I feel like this Tower sometimes threatens this foundation that you have built, and neither of you want that to happen. And so I feel like if you were to have the conversation that you need to have now, if you're able to look at the truths in your life that you need to look at now, then this Tower is not going to topple what you have built. It's only going to take away the things that are not serving you, take away the blocks and obstacles between you, so that you can move forward and continue to build on this foundation, so that neither of you are feeling like you're left out and rejected from the love that you truly want. Okay, so can we go deeper? Spirit, can you tell us more about what is going on? What more is going on in your love's energy? What more is going on in their current journey right now? Yeah, see? See? That makes sense. So this is exactly what we were just saying, is that they want to make you a solid offer that is based on this Seven of Pentacles, right? This is something that you guys have been building for quite a while. Your love is not going to give up on that, no matter what the Tower brings, no matter what, you know, light bulb moments they have, no matter what kind of obstacles or resistance they've been dealing with. They don't want this Tower to topple what you've already built, because they are planning a better outcome. They are looking forward to a better outcome here. But I feel like, you know, there have been things that have gone on recently, and I'm feeling that this is especially in the last 6 months or so, things that have gone on that have made them almost feel like this is this slipping away, and this is something that they can't tolerate. They've been so disturbed over the possibility that this could slip away, that this outcome, this offer that they want to make you, this outcome of building that solid life with you, what if it's slipping away? You know, and that's why that Five of Pentacles pain has come through even more deeply for them, is that they have felt in the last 6 months for sure that something may be slipping away, right? See, expectation. So see, the things that they were expecting to happen in their life, things that they felt that they had set themselves up for, they felt are not coming through, right? And on the other hand, I also feel for some of you that your love also had a lot of expectations on them from other people. And that is another reason why they've been going through this tower energy, because there were certain expectations that people had of them that were becoming too demanding. Okay, not you, not coming from you, but coming from other people. I'm feeling that it's from family members, perhaps even again a mother. I'm also feeling an energy of maybe a mother who has not been there for your love, but now is trying to demand things. You know how sometimes we're haunted by the ghost of what could have been? I feel like this is a special message for some of you. It may not resonate for all of you, but I feel like sometimes we're haunted by these ghosts of what we wanted from our parents. Now, this could be a mother, this could be a father even, where they weren't there for us. They didn't give us what we needed when we were young, but somehow they came back into our lives when we became adults, and we longed so much for their love, for their approval, that we were willing to meet their demands and their expectations. So I feel like there's a special message here for some of you whose love has been dealing with this issue. They may have had a mother or father come back into their lives. You know what? I'm feeling for some of you, it's even some sort of a child. For some of you, okay? Again, this may not resonate for everybody. Some sort of a child or an adult child or an older child who was rejecting you before, but now they've come back to you and they have certain expectations or they have certain demands. It could be any one of these things, any kind of family member who's putting demands on you, but you feel guilty, like your love feels guilty. They feel like they want to please this person somehow, but I also feel that they're starting to open up their eyes. I feel like this tower is also going to bring them some clarity on what is truly going on with these expectations that have been put on them by these other people, person or people. And so if you feel that they have almost been manipulated by these other people, know that this tower is going to break through that delusion. Okay, it's going to open up their eyes to who these people really are. Yeah, see? So there's definitely going to be a judgment coming here on this situation with the other people. Your love is going to get more discerning. Like they're going to be able to see through other people more clearly. Okay, they're going to be able to see through situations that may be getting in the way, that may be blocking your connection or making your connection more difficult. They're going to be able to see through those. See? They're going to be able to see through those in a new way. Look at this spark. Beautiful. This is lovely because I feel like what this says is that with this tower's energy, with their eyes opening up to the realities of what's going on around them, them being able to see things a lot clearly, this is going to do is it's going to spark your connection even deeper, because they're going to be able to see now that you are the one who truly had their back in all of this, that you were the one that they could always trust, that they could always rely on. And it's going to make them feel extremely, extremely appreciative of you. It's going to spark their interest more. It's going to spark their love, their fascination with you, their belief in you, and their belief in what they've built with you. I feel like lately, again, with that 6-month energy, I feel like there has definitely been some sort of dulling of this spark because of other influences, other situations. But I do feel very much that they are not willing to give up the foundation that they have built with you. And now, with this clarity that your love is getting, that spark is reigniting. Okay, that passion that they have for you, the feelings that they have for you are definitely reigniting. That is so beautiful. So I'm going to pause here before we go deeper, just to give you your affirmation of the day. So if you're new here, I try to do an affirmation of the day in all of my general readings just to keep us empowered, keep our vibrations high, keep us moving forward. So make sure that you leave me a comment, and along with that comment, you write the affirmation of the day, put it in your energy and in your vibration today and every day. And as we are ending a very difficult year here and very close to starting a fresh new year, I wanted to really focus on how beautiful the future is going to be. So today's affirmation of the day is, my future is beautiful. My future is stunningly beautiful, and I am ready to accept it with open arms. I know it's long, but you can write anything you want, whatever comes out of your heart in that vein. My future is so beautiful, and I am ready to accept it with open arms. Okay, so make sure that you put that in your vibration. Be ready, because great things are coming to you. All right, so let's go deeper now. Today also we want to ask this question. Spirit, can you tell us, how does your love think and feel about you and this connection at this time? What are their true thoughts and feelings about you and your you and your connection at this time? Wow. All right. So here we have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Emperor. All right. So they are feeling like they have let you down. I feel like they are feeling like they haven't been consistently there for you in the way that you need them to be, in the way that you deserve to have them to be. And with this Knight of Swords, it's like they know that they have been a bit inconsistent. They may have come into your life in a whirlwind. They may have just rushed into your world, and they may have just like changed your world out of nowhere, right? I feel like there was a very deep sense of adventure when you first met. You felt like you were both on this precipice, almost like you were both standing at the edge of this amazing cliff, this amazing mountain. And you had to decide, are you going to hold each other's hands and take that leap? Were you going to jump off that mountain together? As in, take that leap into the unknown, take that adventure, that leap of faith into a new and unknown, but very exciting and very passionate world. And they feel that they made a lot of promises to you. They made you believe in them. They made you feel comfortable to take their hand and jump off that cliff. And yet, for some reason, they did not follow through on those promises in the way that they should have. And they've really understood this. They feel that they have let you down. They feel that they did not give you the results, the relationship, the outcome that they really wanted to give you, or that the vision that you both had together when you both clasped each other's hands and you jumped out that cliff together. They feel that it could have been incredible, but they let you down, as in they didn't give you that outcome that they promised you when they wanted you to take that leap of faith with them. Okay. And partly this is because of their own insecurities, and how those insecurities led them to want to be more in control of the situation. With this Emperor's energy, they definitely had issues with wanting to control outcomes, with wanting things to be on their own terms, because that's what made them feel safe. I feel like they also had a lot of demands of you that they didn't make clear from the beginning. It's almost like they thought that these are just natural things that, you would understand, but they weren't that natural. So I feel like there was definitely a disconnect here in terms of what they expected, what they expected to have from this love and this connection, which to them was so simple, but they didn't realize that not everybody is going to think the way they do, right? We're all separate human beings. We have different wants, needs, desires, different things that we want from a relationship. And I feel like they almost felt like you should read their mind, like you should have just known what those things were, but somehow you didn't know, okay? They felt that what their desires and wants and needs were natural, that you would just get it. They didn't have to say it. That they could just kind of sit back and relax like this emperor and just say, yeah, I'm going to have things. I want things on my own terms. This is my list of terms, but you know, they should just know this. And you didn't know it. And so there was a disconnect here. You know, it's like there was a disconnect here in the fact that you didn't know it. You needed them to communicate that with you, but they just didn't. And that caused friction, because you were more like, come on, I'm not a mind reader. I don't know everything, you know, that you're thinking. I don't know what all of your, you know, preferences, requirements, and desires are, but I think we should talk about what they are, right? So you wanted more communication from this. You wanted to feel that it was safe to love them. But there was something in that energy, this Emperor's energy that they were coming to you with, along with this Knight of Swords, that destabilized the situation, that made you feel almost a little bit like, is it really even safe? Is it safe for me to love? Like, and they understand this. They understand that the way that they behaved in that situation, the way, the kind of like some of the demands that they had, or some of the expectations. And I'm going to go back to that, because we really, you know, I think that this is becoming a very important part of this reading, is that the expectations that they had now were not just ones that they were dealing with from their own life and other people, but now there were expectations that coming from this Emperor's energy as well, that they had of you, that they didn't verbalize clearly enough. And they realized that, and they realized that what happened is that they made you feel like maybe this is not a safe space anymore. You know, they made you feel like they weren't understanding you. They weren't appreciating you. They didn't think that you had their back when you really did. And so they kind of made you feel unsafe, and they're realizing this, okay? They made you feel defensive in their own defensiveness, okay? In their own lack of understanding you, in their own lack of getting to the point of almost like not trusting you, because they didn't understand why you don't get them, why you can't just naturally figure out what they want. It's almost like you had to keep guessing. There was so much here that became mysterious. I feel that for some of you, that mystery or that kind of lack of communication may have also resulted in some form of separation, some form of stepping back, where you may have felt that, you know what, I'm not feeling safe in this situation anymore. I'm not feeling like I can trust you. You with this Knight of Swords energy, with this Emperor's energy, like I really put my faith in you that I can take this leap with you into the unknown. I put my trust and faith in you, but you let me down. Now they're understanding finally that they let you down in that way, right? And because of that, you may have stepped away, or they may have stepped away. There's something going on here that's, again, mirroring. So you stepped away or they stepped away, but both of you knew that you're worth waiting for, okay? So you stepped away not wanting this to be permanent, knowing that there is a divine timing here, that people need to figure out what is safe for them again, what's going to make them feel like it is safe for them to open up again, right? Lessons, yeah, that makes sense. So here's the thing, yeah, see? So this is the thing. They love you. They know if you, especially if again you are in some sort of minimal to no contact, they know that you are worth waiting for. You know that they are worth waiting for, but neither of you want to settle, okay, for less. Neither of you want to settle for feeling like your heart is on the line. You can't trust your heart with each other. You can't trust the other person's behavior. Okay, so there's an energy here definitely coming through of almost like a little bit of a lost trust in the way this person is behaving. Okay, yeah, see, moonlight. So there's definitely, with this moon's energy, there is some sort of a mystery here in terms of people trying to figure out what is this behavior and what am I supposed to do with it? Okay, what am I supposed to make of this behavior? Because see, both of you definitely want the same thing here with this Eight of Wands. You both want to be able to come back together if you are separated, but if you are together still but are struggling, you just feel like you're not connecting in the way that you want to connect, you're not feeling safe with one another, so you're maybe just kind of, towing the line, you're just kind of letting things be, but not maybe opening up too much to each other. Maybe you're not sharing your deepest thoughts with each other. You've become a little bit more defensive. You've become a little bit more lack of trust there. Neither of you want to settle for this. Okay, neither of you want to settle for less here. Both of you know that this love is worth waiting for. It is worth going back to the glory days of it, that you feel that it is possible to get over whatever these issues are and go back to what you had before, the very reason why you had held your hands and taken that leap together. But there's definitely a bit of this phase of confusion, of this darkness that is kind of like a veil over your eyes right now, because there are definite lessons that you have both learned about each other. So your person has not at all given up on you. They have not at all given up on this connection, but they know that there are some big lessons that they have learned here, and so have you, right? And I'm wondering if for some of you, you may have jumped into this very quickly, right? And now it's like the reality is setting in. So it's a matter of not giving up on each other, but beginning to understand each other in a deeper way, opening up to each other in a deeper way, being able to communicate what your needs and wants are in a much more open way, where the other partner doesn't feel like you're trying to control them or you have these demands that they just cannot meet. Okay, that's the important thing here, is that at some point the communication has to open up again. So Spirit, can you please tell us, just in the next few days, what are the possible future energies here of this connection? What are the next steps here that both partners are going to be taking? What are the future energies coming through here? What are the next steps and future energies? Whoa. Oh. Wow. Page of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the Death card. All right. Okay, so I always prefer to see everything in a positive light. Okay, so I feel that with this 10 and this Death, this is actually good news for the two of you, because we're coming to the end of the cycle. Okay, the cycle of pain that you both have been going through with this 10 of Swords energy. You're going to hit this as a rock bottom, and that's fine, because we already had the Tower, right? We already had these heavier energies of the Tower and the Five of Pentacles, right? So obviously these are states of being that are chaotic, that can bring a lot of resistance, but that also is going to break down our resistance. And yes, it is going to be very emotionally exhausting, right? But actually, I want you to see it as more of a purging of all the negativity, a purging of any kind of negative energies and resistance both of you have been having here, so that you can hit this rock bottom. Because once you hit this bottom, their only way now is up. So you two are definitely reaching the end of this negative cycle, whatever this cycle has been between the two of you, where you may have had misunderstandings, miscommunications, you may have lost some form of trust or faith in each other, but deep down inside you still want to be together. This is coming to an end because you are now reaching a transformation. And I love the fact that Spirit is telling us that we brought you this tower so that you could transform your relationship with this death card, okay? This is going to be the death of whatever was getting in the way before. This is going to be the death of all of the resistance, all of the distractions, all of the negative energies or expectations that were getting in the way of this connection. You are going to be clearing it from this tower's energy, and now you're being given the opportunity to come clean. And what I mean by come clean is that you're being given the opportunity to finally be completely truthful with one another as to what is it that you now want from this connection. How do you want this connection to truly proceed? Is there something that you have not been telling each other about your needs, wants, and desires? Is there something that you have not been sharing that you do need to share now? See, yes, absolutely. There's something here that has not been shared and that is going to be shared now. Let's see, what is that? What is that that's going to be shared now? What thoughts are going to be shared now? All right, so see, definitely. So what I'm feeling here is that, see, Page of Swords. For those of you who are in some form of separation or have had to step back from this connection, you're going to get some sort of communication from your love. There's still hope for us if you can take me back. Can you forgive and forget? So you may be getting some form of communication from them, asking for your forgiveness, asking to talk to you, asking to open up the communication channels again. And what I'm feeling here is that when you do, if you accept this offer of communication, if you accept for this channel to be open again between the two of you, then what's going to be really important here is for you to finally get over your fear of whatever you have to share, that it's going to leave you alone in the end, because there's a definite fear here from you and from your partner, from your love, of being abandoned and alone. Okay, so again, remember we had this in the beginning with your love's energy, that there's something in their past where they felt that they had been abandoned or let down by a parent or a parental figure. Remember, we had this. It's so interesting how this has come full circle, and that with that, so much of their self-worth had gone from that. And that is why if you're one of those people who you know that person has come back into your love's life and is now expecting things from them, demanding things from them, and your love is trying to become whole again from making that relationship work, then you are going to have to be open in your communication about what that means. Also what it means for your connection. Also whatever you have not been saying. Because I do feel that there has been silence here. There has been silence on the part of somebody here because their self-worth is so tied to this feeling of loneliness. So I'm feeling that the air needs to be cleared. Okay, there is something that you are not sharing with your love about your emotional needs and what you want from this connection. And there's something that your love is not sharing also about what their needs are. I mean, is it that they want you to accept their that family member or that person in their life? Do they want your support in reconciling with that person? Or that's just one aspect of it, but there's so many others, right? What is it that the two of you are hiding from each other that you truly need because of your fear that if you communicate that, you will somehow be alone, that somehow it's not going to work out, you're going to end up alone, you're going to end up abandoned, lonely, and lost again, and you never want to feel like this again because your self-worth is so tied into this. So this is really important, because I think what Spirit is saying here as your final message is that you guys have so much potential here, so much potential for this connection to be everything that you want it to be. But it's going to require, in order for you to fulfill this potential, it's going to require you guys to come clean to one another. Because see, somebody has been holding back. See, I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. So some of you may also be in this situation where you have definitely had to step back and maybe go back into the friend zone, right? Where you just couldn't handle what the intensity of those feelings were. Right now, you're just more like friends than anything else. So, if you want to get out of that friend zone, if you want to get out of that separation, you're going to have to put the truth back out there. You're going to have to put the truth back on the line without fearing that it's going to leave you alone and abandoned. We all have this fear, but we have to move forward. We have to conquer this fear, right, guys? We can't just live with this fear. Otherwise, we wouldn't be living our authentic life if we let fear get the best of us. All right, so I do feel that there is a beautiful transformation coming here. So much potential for a new beginning here. Transformation of this relationship. It's in your hands. You guys need to bring out your truth. Okay, so if you would like to have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I've created especially for all of you who are on this journey. So if you loved this reading, make sure that you subscribe and share. It would mean so much to me. You know how much I love and believe in you guys, and I'll see you all on the next video.